Digging the tunes. Okay, I can hear music, but I can't hear you. Well, I heard that.
Hello. Hello.
There's a weird delay from what it's like you're a bad ventriloquist.
Are you getting that? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Testing.
You also sounds very
I'll go
like you're... Oh, hey! There you go.
I'm going to have to play with that. All right.
All right.
Okay. All right. We got at least somebody. There's Klaus.
Okay, so let's see. I am not seeing... Oh, there it goes. I have to go to live comments. Live! Because that's what we are. Live.
All right. I'm fooling around with some new tools here to help.
Okay. Yeah, I see your nice background, and I see.
Oh yeah, you noticed that.
RetroMacCast live up in the corner. Yep,
right.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Right. What else is going on here? I can also.
So I need to send you a screenshot of the RetroMacCast live as opposed to in 2D to put behind you at some point. Oh, there you go. You're already in your new Maca 2.
That's right. It looks like did you lift the camera so you could see a better view of your, what did you do?
I got a better webcam than the one that's built into the 2011 iMac that I use. And
awesome.
It's because it's USB. Ooh,
All right, let's see. We got a couple of new members, so whenever you're ready to...
I am ready.
To go. Let's go in... Well, let me get my notes together here. All right, let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the RetroMacCast with James and John. This is episode 529 for June 13th, 2020. Good morning, John.
Good morning, James.
We were just chatting on the live stream a little bit, talking about our new setups. I have a virtual setup now. If you saw the YouTube video last week, you got a virtual tour of Maca 2.0 as it's coming together in design. And now I'm sitting in the room.
So I have to ask you, are you using an actual green screen? Because it's doing a really, really good job of cutting you out. You're not getting into that weird fringy.
Yeah. Yeah, there it is.
Yep. All right. Nice. Look at you, Mr. Professional.
Right. So I can be wherever I want to be, whether it's hovering over a logic board or out in Cupertino.
Floating over the space, the mothership. Yes.
So this will have to do in the interim. But your shot looks good. So you got a new camera.
Yeah, I got a new camera. So you can see more of the room in the back, and it's on a cable, so I can move it around if need be.
I got to say, my background looks more real than yours.
Yeah. I did a couple of Zoom meetings from out here for work, and people are like, "What's your backdrop picture?" I'm like, "No," and I'd go run in the back. It's my real room.
It looks so because everything just seems to be in focus, so it looks like a photo.
Yeah, right.
And then of course you're centered right in the.
I'm centered right into the thing. Yes. So
right.
yeah, because it's just, I mean, it's where my computer is. It's right in front of the window at the one end of the room. So it does make a very awesome backdrop.
That is pretty incredible. Well,
yeah.
Let's talk about our new members.
Oh, yeah.
We've got over on our Facebook group, we have John Cram.
Yeah, I figured you would take that name. Leave the other one for me.
Well, John's favorite Macintosh is the iMac, but the SE30 was great, and his favorite OS was System 7, of course, LOL.
All right. And we also have Ron Andrew Scavage. Ron Andrew Scavage, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Favorite Mac is the Mac SE FD-HD, and favorite OS is OS 9.
Okay. Well, we are going to, of course, we'll have our regular eBay finds, and we're going to talk about one of, I guess, John's favorite games. I never was very good at this, so.
Oh, I suck at most games, but it is a fun game.
It's Crystal Quest. We'll talk about Crystal Quest, and we'll attempt to even throw some up in the video. This will be fun. Another fun experiment as we play with the technology here. Got some news, and anything else we need to talk about?
No. Well, hey, one more thing.
Oh, yeah.
I did finally figure out.
Yes,
how
the
to
world is. Oh no!
Link...
I thought you were going to give us the big news about. Go ahead. You finish.
Okay.
Finish what you're talking about.
Oh no! I finally figured out how to link a page to a group on Facebook, so we can post things as RetroMacCast to other sites as opposed to
as the being RetroMacCast.
That's as the being RetroMacCast,
right?
Yes.
Which is neither you nor me. It sort of exists in its own dimension, right?
That's right. A dimension of sight and sound.
It is in the matrix. There is this entity, RetroMacCast, that is maneuvering itself.
That's right. There's a rampant sentient AI that is RetroMacCast, I guess.
Unfortunately, both of us have lost control of it. So you can give it suggestions, and maybe, like you said, it will heed your suggestions. But all right. Well, that's great. Well, no. What I was going to ask is, what about the test results?
Oh, yeah. I have no corona.
Oh,
so
no corona. Well, good. As of the test.
You're right. Yeah.
You may have picked it up on the way home.
Who knows?
Nobody knows.
I shouldn't have licked all those doorknobs.
All right. Well, we'll be right back with eBay finds. All right. Hello, everybody out there in the chat rooms, or chat room, I should say. Nice backgrounds. Yes.
Yeah, maybe he missed that part. Hey, Joe, this isn't a background. Check it out.
Yeah, I know. That's not.
Oh,
it's not a background.
Love Notes to Newton shirt today.
John is actually virtualized himself. He's an avatar. That's what's happening.
It's amazing what you can do in Blender. That's all I'm saying now. Oh, he saw that part. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, it's still a background. It's just not a background.
Well, that is true.
Picture.
Yes.
Right.
One of the things I'm looking forward to doing this live stuff is being able to show off some of my geek shirts every week. Because I've got a ton of them, but don't tend to wear them out too much.
I'm sporting my RetroMacCast hat.
Oh, hey, nice.
So yeah, I didn't put on a special shirt this week, but I did think about it. All right, I'm sending you a couple links here for
let me,
eBay
Let me
finds.
get my.
Oh, except I just sent you the wrong one.
Okay.
Ignore that.
Ignore
first one.
that.
Belay that order. There's one. There's two. And there's three. All right.
Oh yeah. Good stuff.
This is the really boring part for people that are paying attention, that are watching on YouTube as I fiddle with everything. It'd be cool if we could do a seamless live show too. I'm toying with that idea, how we'd actually produce that.
Well, if we like get the links, if you send me the links beforehand before we actually go live, we could probably.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
No,
I think it
you're
might
right.
be-
No, and I'm talking about also doing the bumpers. I've
Oh
downloaded some stuff.
Just get Tanya in here, throw a headset and mic in
Oh,
front of
yeah.
her, and she can just do them live also.
Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3. That was last week. I did download a few apps this morning, so that weird audio that we were experiencing in the morning was unfortunately a side effect of one of the apps I was trying to use to make things happen today. So I'll have to figure out why there was I guess it was really soft on your end. Is that you couldn't?
It was kind of staticky and robotic-y, and it wasn't good at all. Oh, Rick is retrobreading. Wow. Rick, are you doing the submersion method or the paste method?
Retrobreading while he watches this. I hope he's retrobreading like a computer. All right. Let's go when you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right, let's go in 4, 3, 2, 1. It's time now for the eBay finds. Last week we had 3 auctions. The Macintosh Portable Backlit Edition. That one ended and sold for $360. Oh boy, that ASCII art. Oh my gosh. What do you think that sold for? It may or may not be Lyndon B. Johnson. That one sold. Oh, I'm just kidding. Buy it now, $245, or you could make an offer. And the Quadra 950 fully tested and working, still available. Buy it now, $639.99, or you can make an offer on that. We'll begin with a fixer-upper. Speaking of retrobrite,
yes.
Rick is out there retrobriting. This one looks like one that's a candidate for retrobriting, and some Goo Gone. What would you use on the sticker residue of a Macintosh 2?
Yeah. The Goo Gone stuff works really well.
I guess we should go.
Simple Green works pretty good too, as well as just a kind of for general cleaning.
Yeah, I noticed over on YouTube, I've lost my. We'll try this. How about this?
Hey, there you go.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a Macintosh 2. The description says has a floppy drive, 4 parts. It does not have a power supply installed, but it does have 4 memory sticks. No hard drive, but it has the hard drive tray, sold as is. And there's the case. I don't see any cracks or chips, but just a lot of
stickers.
People wanted to put a lot of stickers on this. Probably a bunch of inventory stickers. And
right.
This needs a thorough cleaning. It's not too dirty inside, but like the seller specified, there's no power supply, so you need to add a bit to this. But overall, not too bad. Could be used for a good case parts, but they want to buy it now, $99.90. Ships from Tacoma, Washington.
Oh, but that is with free shipping. I mean, really, that's not too bad if you consider
That's true.
The shipping on that.
That's a heavy case, even without a power supply.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mac 2s are getting harder and harder to come by.
Mm-hmm.
Even parts, even just cases like this, you seldom see. So I don't know. What do you think? Is that worth $99.90?
Yeah, I do.
Uh-huh.
Especially if the logic board's in good shape. Yeah.
All right. What do you got?
All right. Next we have a rare Apple 20th anniversary Macintosh TAM vintage prototype development unit. It doesn't look like, looking at it, it looks like just your normal unit. It doesn't look like it's got like any weird pre-production plastics or anything like that. Really, I mean, the only thing I see that makes it look like it could be prototypey is it's got a sticker on the back that says this device has not been approved by the Federal Communications Commission.
Right.
This device is not and may not be offered for sale or lease. Wait a second. Or sold or leased until approval of the FCC has been obtained. So yeah.
So you better get those approvals before you
right.
Yeah.
All right. So this has got the slim back. I don't see any pictures showing that it contains the fat back as well. Which, of course, if you want to put cards into something like this, you gotta have that. Well, you gotta have the other back, or just be okay with it not having any back on it whatsoever. What can I say? The TAMs are awesome. This one is pricier than mine was, but of course mine wasn't a prototype. This one has a price of $9,900. Buy it now. There is a make an offer. And
it's in Germany.
It's in Germany, yeah. So here's the showing shipping to us from Germany is only $49. That doesn't sound right.
Well,
unless they're going to slap a sticker right on the thing and just ship it as is, no box or anything. I don't know.
Well, I'm sure they can make up for it with the $9,900.
Well, that is probably a good point.
So do you know? So there's no. It's got the cord that would.
Oh, you're right. I haven't seen a base unit in here.
There is no Bose power supply.
Okay, so yeah, you wouldn't even be able to, because of course that's where the power supply is located on these, is in the subwoofer.
Right.
So yeah.
So you'd have to supply that separately.
Right.
Yeah.
Which of course, a little hard to find those being sold on their own. I have seen it every now and then. But yeah.
And I'm guessing, you see this little connector right here?
Hang on.
You think this is this is probably a European, maybe even a model? I don't know. I don't know if there's a different.
For the
TV?
Monitor connection, right.
I don't know. Some other peculiarities there, but certainly interesting. Might be worth doing a side by side examination of these pictures and
very
the,
true.
Standard retail one. Yeah. All right. Another rare one. You don't see these every day.
Oh, no, you do not.
The black Power Mac 5400 with a G3 upgrade. Now, let's see. How many black Macintosh desktops were made?
The two.
The TV.
Right.
The TV and this one.
That's it. Yep. And this one wasn't sold in the States, if I remember correctly. This was I know these show up on the Australian eBay.
Yeah, Europe and Australia.
Way more often.
A little bit of history in here. I'll read it. It says this ultra rare black all-in-one Apple Macintosh was shipped over from the UK around 1999. It was originally only sold in Europe and Australia. It was called the Director's Edition, I believe.
Yeah,
that's say right. That on the machine. It was originally a 5400 180, but I replaced the board with a 5500 275, then bought the G3 card with it. It comes with lots of upgrades and extras. Let's see. Overall cosmetic condition is very good. Has not been on much in the past 10 to 12 years, but boots right up. So there you go. So it's a Sonic Crescendo 300 megahertz G3 upgrade card.
Fantastic.
Of course, it's got the black remote and
comes with 3 of the remotes.
Yeah, let's look at these pictures here. This is one computer I don't have in my collection. By the time I think I was looking for these, they were starting to creep up there in price. I don't remember them creeping up to $3,999.
Yes,
That's
yes.
a lot of creep.
Joe just mentioned he had a possibility of buying one for 300 at one point.
Yeah. That
Oh,
would have
Joe,
been, that would have been a smart.
I feel for you, man.
Well, not that this person's going to get that much money for it, but
Well, that is true, and I
knows?
do see there is a make an offer on here, but
yeah.
yeah, gorgeous system. I mean,
Good-looking computer.
I never understood why Apple didn't do more computers, and of course, this one also comes with the proper keyboard and mouse in
Right.
black as well.
You know, the black MacBook that came out, of course, years
Yes.
later was
Mhm.
the next time Apple would revisit the color black in computers.
Well, I
That's
mean,
something
the Pismo and the Wall Streets were.
Is that really black? I
They
think it's
were,
more of a
yeah.
gray. It's like a stark gray, right?
I don't know.
Yeah. Not technically. Yeah, not like the black MacBook. Well, you're right. I mean, they're similar, right?
Yeah.
What do they call those Pismo? There's probably a specific name for that color. All right. Well, again, this one, let's see, the auction ends in 3 days, $3,999. No bids right now, or you can make an offer. All right. Anybody in the chat room, would you pay $4,000 for that thing? It is in nice condition. You got that
It
right.
is. Oh yes. And oh my gosh, that would be a fun. Well, I had a ton of the 5500s because we would get those from the school sales.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll have to tell the story sometime about the time the police stopped us after. Well, the whole story is we were doing a marathon game session over at a friend's house, and the
An
game
illegal marathon.
That's right.
LAN
But
party.
the game, we started breaking down systems about 2:00 in the morning, and of course I was so basically 2:00 in the morning. Police car pulls up and wonders why we're removing a bunch of electronic equipment from a house at 2 in the morning. And we had no LAN party. It's really LAN party. But yeah, we were getting these systems, the normal base systems for like $10-15 from the school sales.
Mhm.
Ethernet cards already installed,
Mhm.
and they were awesome for all in one. Even though obviously bulky, but all in one, and
Mhm.
yeah, just a good, solid gaming system for today.
All right. Before we get in, let me do a little test
Sure.
here. I'm going to go back and let's see. Were we having those problems earlier with the audio?
Oh yeah. All right.
I'm going to probably create those problems again, but I just want to zero in on it. So test. What do you got?
You sound fine.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Well, I put it back to the setting I had before. This setting right here is going to allow me to
do audio from your
I've got a really complicated rig going on here with soundboards and patch cables, virtual patch cables, but let's see if you can hear.
Yes, I can. It's a little loud, but
yeah, I'm going to crank it down.
Oh yeah, that hit my ear.
How's that?
Hit the one key in the emulator. Hit the one while the emulator it actually started playing.
Yeah.
And then there you go. No sound. Oh, if you hit one, that makes the sound. That's not as bad.
Oops.
Oh, did it just freeze up on you?
It did. I'm locked. What's the
Oh my.
Let's reset that bad boy.
I like the your glitch art.
Well, let's just try to load that baby back up.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Uh-oh. May not have been shut down properly.
There we go. So you're just going to hit the...
Well, I can. I was just going to run the demo while we're talking about it, but I was going to try to. So you're saying the one key adjusts the volume to level 1? Is that what's happening?
and then 0 should actually mute it completely. There you go. Nope.
That mutes it. That. If I can get something to. There we go.
Oh, actually, that got the volume down pretty nicely. That's not too in your face.
All right.
Yeah.
The problem is that Mini VMAC only runs when when your mouse is over it, and so I'm going around clicking other stuff.
Other stuff in the it's moving the thing around, right?
Actually, no, it is running. Oh, if I click on something else, Mini VMAC freezes, right? It pauses,
yeah.
Anyway, okay, let's see. You ready to go?
Right. Yeah, exactly. You can. I've got mine set up so that even if it's not in focus, it still runs in the background. But you have to build a version like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I can build you a version like that.
Oh, I might need that.
Yeah.
All right. You ready?
I am ready.
Okay. Let's go in. Let's see here. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Well, we're going to talk about a classic Macintosh game. One of the all-time greats. Entered the Macworld Game Hall of Fame at one point. It was one of 5 games to be put on that list. Earned 5, count them, 5 mice out of 5 on Mac User. Debuted on the Macintosh, developed by Patrick Buckland, who later went on to create Armageddon, and published by Cassidy Green in 1987. Now, John, you were pointing out that later it was ported to the Apple IIgs by Rebecca Heinemann.
Yeah.
But she was at Kansas Fest?
We got to interview her. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember. Did you interview her at Kansas Fest?
Yeah. Yep. Right. It was Brian Weiser and I interviewed her and her wife, whose name escapes me. Oh, no goodness.
Kansas Fest. That was probably a couple of years ago then.
Many years ago now. Yeah, it's probably about 5 years ago.
Crystal Quest was widely ported.
Yes, yeah.
It would make its way onto Amiga, Nintendo Game Boy, Palm, even the Xbox 360, and iOS. Imagine that. And it's actually right now.
I could not find it in the App Store for the phone, so I guess it's not in there anymore.
Possibly, yeah. It is on Steam as well, so you can buy it through Steam for Windows and Mac OS X. So I went out.
Did you go into it? Okay.
Well, I was going to get the modern version. It's on Steam, and I actually bought it.
So is it just running in an emulator? Is my guess, right? Or did
I don't
they
know.
actually redo it?
No, I think they redid it, but I couldn't run it, at least on my current Mac, because it's a 32-bit app only.
Oh no!
Yeah, so I didn't mess around with it. And it was they claim it was the first color game on the Macintosh 2, the first color Mac.
Yeah,
now, I'm playing it here. I've got the demo running here. You can see it there. That's, of course, it's in black and white, running in Mini VMAC. So what do? You go around and collect the crystals, right? And you avoid the bad guys, and once you've collected the crystals,
So how much of it did you play?
I know, a handful of levels. What makes it very I've got my trackpad here, and I'm not sure that's the best.
Yeah, I was using it this morning with the Magic Trackpad. It's not bad as long as you use a key for firing, as opposed to having to tap on the, because it's very hard to use the trackpad and tap for firing. Impossible. Not that firing was really ever done a whole lot for me on this game. A couple of the big things is it's almost. So you get lives pretty easily, more lives in the game pretty easily. but then you also have the bombs, and it's almost you when you're playing it, it's almost like trying to find a balance between bomb usage and extra lives. Sometimes if you're low on bombs, you just want to burn through lives to clear and then every time you die, it clears the enemies and anything they've drawn on the screen away. So yeah, that's kind of part of the fun gameplay. And of course, the actual big crystal that pops out can get you some really big points, but it's all random on that. One of the other fun things about this is it came with a critter editor, which means you could make your own critters. Each one of the bad guys basically has 4-frame animation, so you can go in and do that, which was a pretty cool for a game back then, being able to make your own. Not that I ever did it, but it was still pretty cool, and you could do your own digitized sounds. And that was another thing with this game, is it was, I think, one of the early ones to have digitized sounds. You could do the built-in kind of produced by the computer sounds, but they also had digitized. I actually have it on a CD for the Mac, and what's really funny is the game folder for the actual game is only like 1.7 megs, and the only other thing on here that comes in at a whole 11 megs is some game demo. So I don't know why they decided to go the CD-ROM route. I guess maybe people thought the marketing thought, oh yeah, we'll put it on CD-ROM. It'll make it seem like a hefty game or something.
Yeah. Klaus was pointing out in the chat room that he used to, I guess he and a buddy would remake the graphics and sounds. Res Edit.
Well, Klaus, if you still have those, it would be fun to see what other people have done.
Yeah, what impressed me with this game, and I remember it, it's for the time just how smooth it is. The action is
yes, absolutely.
You have very tight control, and to adjust the accelerations and the direction, whatever, and it's just very precise. And
once you really get into it,
it rewards you for having skill of mouse movement.
Yeah, and it's when you get really good at it, and you can kind of curve around like the obstacles on the screen and everything. It's got a good feel to it. I can't remember what my all-time highest score is, but just playing around the last couple of days, I got to a little over 1.4 million.
Wow, what wave? Do you remember what wave that is?
I do not, but it's I think it's got to be one of the furthest ways I've ever gotten to, because the little portal on the bottom actually started moving left and right.
Oh, so, if it weren't hard enough already.
Right. So once you clear all the crystals off, you've got a very tiny port on the bottom that you got to get the guy through.
Half the time, that's where I die.
Yes, right. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing that's a little frustrating. I mean, you got to get used to it. Is the idea that you can die by running into those things on the end where they come out of, and that portal also. So
there's plenty of ways to die, which is why it's good. And of course, the time bonuses is what really saves you. If you can clear a level quickly, especially after you're in a few levels, you can really rack up the points from time bonus, and that's how you get your extra lives.
Right.
And then the bombs really help.
Well, that's Crystal Quest. Still fun today. Just solid, good game mechanics.
I'm going to mention one more thing.
Oh, yeah.
And I haven't tried this yet, but I always thought this game would be fantastic with a trackball.
Yeah.
And so when I get my next MAME system set up, I will be, with the trackball, I will be trying this on there, because I think that would be an awesome trackball game.
Cool. All right. Well, Crystal Quest, you can go out and Macintosh Garden. Grab it. Yep.
Excuse me.
You can see this version has some of your high scores on it, right?
Oh. Yeah, I did not even realize. Okay.
Yeah.
So it looks like I got 1 point. I got to almost 2 million.
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay, let's
Well, that worked out really well with the. Well, so here's a question for you: when you do the audio version of this, will people be able to hear the sounds of the game in the background? Are you going to add that?
They
in?
will.
Okay, good.
I have piped the sounds of Mini VMAC into
Audio hijack. That's
audio
part of that.
hijack.
Nice, very nice.
All right. Let's move on.
Rick said he was going to put buy that computer on his Apple Card, the one on the eBay. Yes. Did you ever have an Apple Card? I bet you did, didn't you?
Well, the original one,
right?
Not the new. I mean, I have the new one as well. All right. I sent you a couple links there. Whenever you're ready.
Hang on a second.
Oops, I gotta.
Just waiting for it to come up. Holy cow! Why is this taking so long? OpenCore, right? Okay. All right, ready when you are.
Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, it's time for the news. I stuttered there just for a second because Mini VMAC crashed in the background as I was messing around.
I was wondering. It's like
it caused me to hesitate, but I think we're all right. Yeah, we were just talking about audio hijack. It didn't like it when I quit Mini VMAC when I'm hijacking it at the same time. I should have just left it running in the background. Anyway, all right, it is time for the news. And we got Worldwide Developers Conference coming up next week.
Oh, wow.
Which, as you recall, it is virtual.
Right.
Like my background.
Yes.
Because of, COVID-19 and all that. As a result, there's going to be a lot of people being able to participate because they don't have to be on site. And so Apple released the schedule, right?
Yeah.
And so you can go online. You can see that the special event keynote will kick off on June 22nd at 10 a.m. Pacific.
So I have to say, I really like the picture that they have this. Normally I look very forward to Worldwide Developer Conference because they usually have some really cool illustration that I then get to use as a wallpaper. Of course, this year it shows 3 people behind their Apple laptops, and it's as the 3 people are, of course, their does Apple call their particular avatar made things? Is there a particular?
Well, they had that Memoji.
Yeah, I know
Memoji
that
you did.
Okay, I
with
wasn't sure
them.
who did that. Who was using that name? Okay. Anyway, so it's got people as their Memojis, which is neat.
A lot of course, lots of sessions. I think 100 engineering sessions. I don't recall. Did they cut the cost? Can anybody just jump in? Do you have to be a registered developer? I don't even remember. There might be some more flexibility there in attending just like regular folks like us.
Just like Kansas Fest is going to be this year.
Yeah, of course we'll be able to. They're going to stream the keynote from Apple Park like they've done in the past, so you'll be able to watch that on the Apple TV app and on YouTube, and it'll be available on demand. So the big question is, are there any significant product announcements? I think in years past, it's only been just the new versions of all the different operating system variants and what the capabilities offer. But will we get a new product? Well, we'll tune in and see. All right, OpenCore. OpenCore is a for-purchase Hackintosh that's being announced.
Okay. Now, is this one that's been out for a while, or is this another version of people trying to do this again? Because I'm pretty sure
there was this other
companies.
The name is escaping me. There was another company.
Okay.
And I forget what became of them. but actually, I think this is the evolution of them. I think it might be the same folks behind it, but this OpenCore, it's sort of a response to the idea that the Mac Pro is
Redunculously.
I mean, it's so out of reach by so many people.
Yes.
So they say the problem, do I get a Mac or PC or both? Don't worry. This is the complicated question asked by many developers and creators that need to use a myriad of software over both PC and Mac to go about completing their daily tasks. So they have the solution. They call it the OpenCore computer Velociraptor. We've come up with a range of zero compromise Hackintoshes that come pre-installed with Mac OS Catalina and Windows Pro 10.
Huh.
So therein lies the problem, right? That Apple's gonna.
Yeah. I mean, of course,
you're selling. Yeah.
People could roll their own Hackintoshes. There's this fantastic website with Tony. I forget what the name of the site is offhand, but it's got they always have a complete Tony Mac X86.
Yeah.
If you're wanting to do your own, I don't know how they're gonna how long they're gonna be able to get away with it. Pre-installed.
Well, the website's still up, and they show some Geekbench results showing it's not quite as fast as the Mac Pro, but close, faster than an iMac Pro in some circumstances. And the cost, $21.99.
Yeah,
the base price. So
what is the lowest end of the new Mac Pro you can get? I don't know if it even reaches that.
Gosh, I think it's at least twice that.
Yeah.
It's expensive. So we'll see how long. Of course, there's always the risk with these things is Apple with every OS release or even updates could potentially brick this thing.
Right. Yeah. Because I think that was one of the worries when people were like, people found out that there were going to be like an Apple proprietary chip on the newer boards, that it was a way of Apple to go, yes, this is an official Macintosh product, yes or no, this is not, and not allowing.
Doesn't even have to be a chip. It could just be a configuration that they're looking for.
Right.
But yeah. So anyway, OpenCore computer. We'll see how far. I bet they're trying to catch some wave of attention with the WWDC coming out. So probably not coincidental.
Have you Hackintoshed anything?
I have not.
Okay.
Have you?
Yeah. I've got a couple of Dell Minis that I. They're older now. I mean, they won't go past Snow Leopard, but they're actually pretty. They ran Snow Leopard so much better than the version of Windows that came on those things. So much better. So I've got a couple of those that are still kicking around. I still use them. So,
wow.
Yeah.
All right. Rick says, Sistar was the name of the company. Yep, they got sued out of existence. Okay. Rick says these guys are stealing the OpenCore software to use for this. OpenCore is a bootloader used for older Mac Pros.
Okay.
He says it's time to open a betting pool to see if Apple will go ARM before OpenCore computer virus.
Yeah, I still don't know what that's going to happen with.
Talk about bricking your Hackintosh.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, we don't use those processors anymore at all. Bye.
Yeah. All right. Gosh, did we do everything? I think we did everything, but
we except for the outro and figuring out what we're doing next week.
Yeah, I guess what we'll do is we'll probably recap WWDC is what we'll do.
Oh, okay.
Sound good.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. At some point, I'd like to really see about getting James Wages on to talk about. He does all those really good YouTube videos. Yeah, I'd just like to at some point have him on to kind of talk about his setup and obviously.
Yeah, we could get a video tour of his little workshop.
Yeah. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, we'll have to. I'll talk to him about that.
All right, you ready?
I am ready.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that about wraps it up. So now, I was talking earlier about my Audio Hijack Pro and Mini VMAC connection. When I hit record on
I was
Audio
wondering.
Hijack Pro, it launched Mini VMAC.
Love it.
It
Love
launched it. So you may have gotten a beep at the
I
beginning. Did you
did.
hear the beep? Yeah.
I hear the beep. Yes.
I don't know why Audio Hijack Pro decides it's going to launch the app if you're hijacking it, which is kind of crazy. But anyway, we learn as we go. All right. We were mentioning WWDC is coming up next week. So probably a good opportunity to recap it next week from our perspective, right? See what they unveil. So we'll do that next week. I guess that's about it. Anything we're missing, John?
No.
Yeah. All right.
For those listening on audio, if you ever want to check out what is going on behind the scenes, the exciting behind the scenes content that we have, make sure to head over to our YouTube channel and see our ugly mugs.
All right. Well, until next week, remember, it's not old.
It's retro.
Okay. There's a little bit of oddness. Every once in a while, I'll be looking over at your video, and that catches me off guard because I'm not used to when we normally do the podcast and it's just audio and we just listen to each other. It's a lot easier because I can kind of picture you who I'm talking to.
Sure.
But as soon as then I get a real picture, it sort of throws that all off.
This is my face is very alarming. Yeah.
No, that's not, of course that's not it. But no, but you know what I'm saying, right? It catches you off guard.
Right.
Wait a minute.
Especially since, and it's not as bad as, but there's a slight delay when I'm talking or you're talking before the actual video kind of catches up.
Good night, Joe.
Good night, Joe.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know what I was doing earlier, and it fixed itself. So I'm using a couple of new apps here that I have like 10 minutes of experience with. You know how much I love the Rogue Amoeba products, right?
Yeah.
And we use Audio Hijack Pro.
Sure.
Which, other than that little glitch where it wants to, where it insists on me running apps that I'm hijacking. Other than that, it does pretty well. Well, the other one I'm using is Loopback, which allows me. It's a virtual switchboard here that I'm creating a virtual mic through Loopback, and it's essentially channeling right now Blue Snowball. It's channeling Mini VMAC, and it's channeling another one of their apps called Farrago, which is a soundboard.
Okay.
So when we first started, I was playing that. Okay. Are you getting that? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Quite loud.
Well,
there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, so is this what you're going to possibly do? So you can do the intros and outros as part of the
possibly.
That would be kind of neat. I mean, think about if we can manage that would make your editing.
I think I would need
even easier.
I think I would need another hand or two. My screen's big enough.
Yeah.
To show all this going on.
Sure.
You want to see what my screen looks like right now?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let's see if I can show my entire screen.
Your entire
screen. Nothing.
Yes.
Is there nothing?
Go ahead and
let's make sure there's nothing.
The live stream, so it's just your background of it.
Yeah. I just want to make sure there's no.
That's it.
There's no
one single monitor.
Nothing incriminating on here, but you can see you can see that there's Audio Hijack Pro. So here's Loopback.
Okay.
So Loopback is showing all the sources, what channels they're going to, and so, for example, it's creating this virtual mic for StreamYard that has the Snowball and Farrago and Mini VMAC. But since I don't want an echo of myself, I've created also one that just goes to my external headphones for monitoring.
Got it. Uh-huh.
Because if I don't do this, I can't even hear Mini VMAT because all the sound gets piped straight into the stream.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And then over here, this is Farrago, so that's where I'm playing that little right. And so over here, I've already loaded up. Right, so we can be playing that.
Nice.
Hello and welcome to the RetroMacCast.
And eventually I could build up a soundboard that has all kinds of classic Mac startup sounds and
the bumpers, from
the
various
bumpers
people.
and various sound effects. And,
I think-
you know.
Yeah. Ow.
Oh, sorry about that.
Ow. Quit hitting me. Ow.
But yeah, there's a lot to manage here. It's going to becomes complicated juggling everything. So Klaus had to take a call, so he missed most of the show. Well,
For Jeremy, it's mid-afternoon, and he's drinking a cola.
oh.
So it would appear that most of the people that are actually getting on and listening to us are all overseas.
Yeah, it's too early for people here in this country.
Exactly. Yeah. I got a couple of people that were like, "Yeah, it's 6 a.m. here when you're doing your podcast." So yeah, enjoy. You guys have fun with that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I guess it's too early this morning for Derek.
Yeah, I haven't seen him pop up yet.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well,
I guess that's it. I've got
You're gonna
the
send me the
files ready to
files?
send to you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll continue to mess around with these tools and see if I can
Yeah.
make that seamless. Yeah, great time for this in Sweden. Great. Okay. Well, hey, thanks everybody in the chat room for tuning in.
Yeah, guys. Thanks for the comments. This is it's fun. I am really liking this a lot. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna end the broadcast. How about
All
that?
right.
Yeah,
All right.
I could play some outro music. I don't have our little tune
No,
loaded up just by itself. You've got to play it. You can play. Can you play our song?
no, I can't.
I can sing the little known lyrics to our song.
Oh, what are your little known lyrics?
All right.
Enough of
play
that.
us out, John.
Bye. Okay, that's enough torture.